Hi, welcome back. So I bought a new product today, which is the mini shadow stick duo from Bobbi Brown. I ordered them on the website, so I thought I'd unbox them for you today, and it would be a good time to try a full face of some of the Bobbi Brown makeup I've been using before I do the eyes. So these were £15. They are minis. One of them is the shade Vanilla. They come in this, oops, they've fallen out. Nice tissue paper there. So here are the shades. You can just about see the ends there. So this shade, and they're quite little. I'm not going to wind it all the way up in case it won't go back in, but I think you get quite a lot of wear out of that because they do last a long time. They go on really easily. I've had some of the full size ones before, so I thought this would be a good way to try some new shades. So this one here is Vanilla, the light colour there, and this one is Dusty Mauve, I think. Yes, Dusty Mauve. It's a sort of metallic browny purple. So I ordered these from the Bobbi Brown website. They arrived today, and I also received 2 free samples. One is the vitamin enriched face base and the other is the vitamin enriched eye base. I happen to already have a travel size pot of the face base, so I'm going to use that as the start for my look today. And then I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown powder foundation. This one is in the shade beige. There we go. And I'm also going to be using the colour corrector stick for the under eye area. This one is in the shade light bisque. So it's not a concealer, it's a colour corrector for dark circles. And then on top of that, I'm going to use the concealer stick here, also in the shade beige, to match the foundation. And then I'm going to use the eyeshadows and we'll see what that looks like. So first I'm going to apply the vitamin enriched face base. It goes on just like a moisturiser, but also acts as a primer for your makeup to help it apply more easily and stay on longer. So I'm really pleased with this. I really like it. I've used about half of it already, and it has a really lovely scent. I don't know how I'd describe it. Somewhere between lemon and chocolate. I'm not quite sure how others would describe that, but it is moisturising. It makes the face feel really nice. So then I'm going to put on the colour corrector. I'm just gonna draw that one under the eyes like that. Now I'm going to rub this in with my fingers just because I want to be quick today. This is a quick daytime makeup look, I think I would call this. There we go, and you can see already that that's really changed the colour of my under eye area. There we go, so you can have a look at that. And then on top I'm going to use the concealer. I would normally do this over the top of foundation if I were using a liquid foundation, but because I'm using powder, the lady at the Bobbi Brown counter when I bought these previously told me to put them on underneath. And actually it makes sense because the powder foundation will help to set it, so no need to use the setting powder. So I'm just going to put this in the corners and then I'll blend it in. Already it looks like a good match for my skin. Of course you could use, if I was in less of a hurry, I'd use a brush for my under eye area, a blending brush, or you could always use a beauty blender or sponge, be equally good. Probably better than fingers because you do a lot of dragging around the skin. There, okay, on my lids. There we go. It's really hard to see on camera whether I've blended this right, but I think that's really brightened up the under eye area for me there. So I'm going to use a brush to put on this powder foundation. It does come with a nice sponge, and I think if you wanted a thicker, a more coverage application, I would use the sponge. But today I think my skin's looking not too bad, so I can get away with using the brush, get a slightly sheerer, well, a much sheerer coverage from this. There we go. There we go. This isn't a special brush particularly, it's just a blending foundation brush of unknown origin. There we go. There we go. So I think that's created a really nice base. So now I'm going to use the mini shadow sticks. I'm going to come in with the shade Vanilla and pop that all over the lid. So creamy, they go on really, really lovely. And it's great to have the smaller sizes. Not only are they good for travelling, but it's really nice just to be able to try out some of the colours without paying £25 for a full size, which is quite expensive. So you don't want to end up with a colour that you might not like. That's a pretty nice daytime colour, very neutral. Will go with a lot of other colours, would work quite nicely as base, I think. And then I'm going to go in with the Dusky Mauve, and I'm just going to do an inner corner into the crease and a little bit along the lash line. It's not very pigmented, this one. I wonder if this would be a better shade to use on its own with perhaps another darker colour, so we might return to that another day. But again, I'm just going to blend that with my finger. If I had more time or wanted to make a better job of it, I'd probably do that with a brush, and I'd probably come in with a darker colour along the lash line. There we go. But I think for a nicely polished daytime look, that's quite pleasant. I like that. So I'm gonna finish that off with some of Bobbi Brown's Smoky Eye Mascara, which I really love. So easy to apply. It's my favourite mascara now, I think. There we go. I'm not going to do too much because, as I say, it's a daytime look. It's a quick makeup look. There we go. There we go. I've got a little bit of that in my eye. There we go. Be okay. A little bit of a comb out. Very good. So, a little bit of a quick daytime eye look. Very nice. So I don't actually have a blusher or a lipstick from Bobbi Brown right now, so I'm going to use two products just to finish off the look that I've received in a beauty box in December. So the first one is this little tiny size of the NARS blush in Orgasm. It's one of their iconic shades. It's a sort of peachy pink with a little bit of a sheen to it. So I'm just going to buff that on with this little foundation brush like so. Just gives a nice rosy look. And then I'm going to pop my glasses on to do this. Going to give it some lipstick. So this is a lipstick by Rose Ink. It is the shade Persuasive. It's a sort of browny, pinky, it's quite a dark nude. I think this shade goes with a lot of things. There we go. So nothing fancy, no eyeliner, no lip liner. I'll just take those off so you can see the full look in all its glory. I think that's a really nice subtle daytime look. I hope you agree. I hope you enjoyed seeing me use the products and that it helps you to make choices.